like, hey, we know each other, but then they are able to say your company's name. To me, Randall came in, and so we've seen each other a couple times, we met, and for him to be able to say, to not just know me, but to know my business, that to me made me feel so wonderful, because it has been 3 years of grueling work, okay? Like walking the pavement, talking about what Girl Friday is, saying the things to share with people. It is, as an entrepreneur, I think that entrepreneurship is the loneliest and the most thick-skinned, the toughest thing that you can ever be as an entrepreneur. It is the hardest thing to do. And so, and you sometimes wonder, in your bed at late at nighttime, probably around 2 or 3 o'clock, saying, is this working? Is it working? Am I doing the right things? Will anybody remember me once I leave, once I say what I have to say? Are they hearing what I'm trying to say? Right. Did it translate at all? All of those things. And when you walk in, you have all these when you start your business, you have all these great ideas. And then somehow in between you get beat down or whatever. And then you find another great idea, and then you get beat down again, and you go through these highs and lows of business. That's what you do. Every day. Which is nothing that is on what I'm going to talk about, but I'm just going there, okay? But that is kind of like the struggle. So thank you, Randall, for remembering Girl Friday. You made my day, probably my year, but it's only. You got
the frog, right?
I got the frog, and he just heard that. He just said, "I got the frog." Okay. So I wondered about that frog. Okay, here I go. I'm so off topic, but I wondered about the frog. Okay, I wondered if the frog would even make any sense. But what I realized in marketing, that everything doesn't have to make sense. It has to it has to register enough for someone to question, like, what is that frog about?
Because it's cute.
Right. What is Girl Friday about? So there are people that are in their probably late 30s and above that may have seen a movie back in the day, black and white movie called Girl Friday. And then there's a whole population of millennials that are like, what is a Girl Friday? And then what is this frog? And what is all this? What does it matter in the end? But Girl Friday is the business that I created, and it was from that place of wanting to help people in their back office, because Girl Friday is someone who's a magnificent a worker in the background that can get things done. That's basically what it is, and can do a lot of things well. As an INTJ personality, I can do a lot of things very well. I think some of it is the intuitive side of me. I know things that I really don't technically know. And then also it's the education and all that kind of stuff as well. But none of that was what I was really going to talk about, although you think my day in my year. But what I was going to talk about today was your network being your net worth. And I don't know sometimes if we really think of that. So I was looking at some things, and it was saying that there are sayings that the sum of who you are the choices that you make, the actions that you do, the experiences that you are. It's the sum total of who you are. And so do you believe that all of those things really matter in the end? Your choices and all those kind of things, and that the sum total of that is who you are?
Yes.
Well, okay, so I was like, yes, okay. So I kept reading and trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about. And then it says, show me your friends and I will show you your future. Mm-hmm. So who you're connected to, who you're connected with, what you are doing with them, it all matters. And I remember speaking at this was about 2 years ago. Yeah, I would say about 2 years ago. I spoke at a high school graduation, and there were hundreds of maybe 600, 700 people graduate, maybe more than that. And I was talking to them about, I wanted to come up with something that would allow them to understand the importance of graduating and the importance of, you know, what the next steps are. And so I was talking to them and I said, you know, what you do, who you do it with, and where you do it, and all of those things, at the end of the day, it does matter. And so who you have on your pathway in life matters. But as I was reading this particular article, it was talking about not only that, it was not only that, it was like those people that you're connected to and the people that they are connected to is your sum total. It's not just the people that you are connected to because there's 7 degrees of separation. So there's all these other people that as you connect with people, they then become the sum total, but it's not just the 7 people that are around you, it's the 7 times 7, which is a 49, and plus the other people. So who you connect with, who you have in your life, it does matter. So when I saw this and it says, show me your friends and I will show you your future, I'm going to say, show me your partners, your business partners, the people that you're connected to. And that will tell me what your business future is. Because if your business partners tell other people about you, they are the people that say, and those partners come in different ways. Sometimes they come in a relationship, a business relationship. Sometimes they come in when we're doing the networking. They come in many different ways. It doesn't mean that they have to buy something from you to be your partner. Although, when they do buy from you, or when they do post something on Facebook about you, that is the richest thing, because we are so busy doing 1,000 different things that when someone slows down to say something to you and you don't respond, do you know what a big slap in the face that is? Although they may move on to the next thing, and you probably, and that next thing, whatever it is, they probably have forgotten that they even posted anything. But for you going back and responding back to what they've responded to is so important. So how do I know that that is? Because I sent you a message yesterday. Like literally saw you yesterday.
Yep.
And I said it was so, okay, so first I saw you speak at the last event here.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent you a message and said, I love what you're doing. I wish I would have known that you were going to speak on this particular topic.
You have no idea
whatever.
what those words have been meaning to me.
How about that? You know, see what I'm saying? The synergy.
Really,
then
seriously.
I saw you yesterday and I sent you a message and said, we definitely need to stay in contact with each other. We need to get together. Okay, she could have left it at that. But she came to me and she was like, yes, let's do it. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, I got something in the mail. I wasn't expecting anything in the mail from this lady over there. But I get a card in the mail from her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how sweet, And I don't know when you sent it, because it takes me a couple of weeks maybe to get to my mail. But so I don't know when you sent it. But I was like, oh, that's awesome, or whatever. And I felt that connection, or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I sent you a message, and then I saw some things on Facebook recently, and so I sent you a message and said, I'm just super excited about it. I mean, it's the small things, or whatever. But it's about bridging the gap and having those connections. So back to what I was talking about it is about the connections. You are the sum total. But I want you to look at it as, okay, you have 100 friends, but you really don't have 100 friends. You have 700 friends. You have 7 people that are richly connected to them, that when you deepen the relationship and get in their face, whenever someone says to keep, I am having the worst quarter, or I'm having the best quarter, I have knocked it out of the park, and I need help with something, Randall is going to say, you know what, I know Girl Friday. You know what I'm saying? So you are the sum total. Your net worth is your net worth. It is your dollars. It is connected to who you're going to talk to, or whatever. And maturing those relationships, making sure that you're connecting with people in meaningful ways, Like, okay, so he connected with me by telling me that he remembered my business. I connected with you because I said, I like what you're doing right now. I see what you're doing. I didn't know that that was going to mean the world to you. You didn't know that that was going to mean the world to me. But just by expressing that. So on the other side is not letting people waste their time with you. Okay, so let me give you a good example. Is there's a man, he has sent me a couple of messages on LinkedIn, and he's a coach. So you come across 1,000 coaches.
That's true.
I used to work for a coach, so and I am a coach, and so I'm like, okay, but you come across a lot of people, and so he sent me a message, and he sent me a couple of messages, and yesterday I was just like, you know what? Let me respond to him and just say thank you so much for reaching out to me, but right now that's not my focus or whatever I said, but just sending him a message and saying this is not the right timing or whatever it was I said to him. I can't remember. But I wanted it to mean something so that he could know that it was okay for him to move on, that I wasn't interested or whatever. But that I will keep, like I see what you do and I will keep that under, because there may be someone else that comes that's not right for me to coach. But here he is, and I can, pass him on. Mm-hmm. So network doesn't mean that you have to do business together, but it's also being able to kind of like connect the dots with people and saying that, okay, you're not my customer, but you are someone else's customer. And that is absolutely okay, because when you're finding your own skin, you're okay with that. You're okay with passing on things. It's network. Because what will happen is if I pass on someone to you, you'll remember that. And then when it's not in your wheelhouse, and it's in my wheelhouse, you will send some work to me and say, Takisha, here's someone else or whatever. But it's fine-tuning and understanding who you are. Mm-hmm. So what I wanted to kind of I think I'm going to end, but I'm going to answer any questions that you have. But I think the biggest thing that I wanted to say is that your net worth really is your network, but it's not the network that you think it is. You think that is the people that you pass by, you whatever. It is that 10 people away from her, 10 people that are connected to her, there's going to be one person that she may connect me to that is going to be a game changer for my business. Yes. So how you treat people, what you do, how you do it, all of it matters. Yes, it does. Understanding that if someone stops by, someone says something, you say something back. I don't care how busy you are. They have stopped, because most people don't. And a lot of people have intentions to come back and say something and don't. So when they do, they are doing it for a reason. They're making the connection. You make the connection right along with them. You also nurture those 100 that you're talking about, knowing that those 100, I like the word exponential. That word means something to me. It makes me, I feel it all over me right now. I love the word that there's exponential growth, exponential blessings in the people that you have in your life. So choose your partnerships well. Not all partnerships are created equal. Mm-hmm. And understanding that is probably maybe the second or third law in entrepreneur. Maybe the first. Maybe it's the first. That all relationships are not created equal. And as I was saying that I worked for a business coach before, one of the things that he always talked about is making sure that you have that you label people. You don't want to label people, but you label them. And so you have you have your top 10. Yeah. And you know who those top 10 are. You know they sing your song, they know who you are, they are your top people. And you have those people on speed dial probably. You know that they're going to talk about you. You may not even talk to them a lot, but those are the people that you need to be connected to, having synergy with, sending them business or whatever. Then you may have your 20 to 50, your 20 or 11 to 15 or 11 to 20 people. And they are another group of people. And why not then get them connected into a CRM system so that you can, here I go with a spiel on CRM systems, processes and procedures, yes, my INTJ will never go away. That you should have those people in groups that each level back there, you're trying to warm the relationship. You're trying to move them up to warming them. So they're cold, and then you want to get them warm, and you want to get them hot. And that the 10 are always hot. The 11 to whatever, they're warm, but you're trying to continue to warm them and warm the relationship or whatever. Those are the things that you should be doing on a consistent basis. So a CRM system may be, what do you call it? Send out cards. Could be something that you use to do that. It simplifies it. I got a card. I know that when I'm going to get a brownie one day, and I'm going to be so thankful for that brownie when I get it. Okay. It's my world, okay? When I see the box come up, okay, I'm telling you, it is like one of my favorite treats is the brownie. Am I getting a brownie this time? I don't know. Okay, so it may be something different this year. Okay, but I'm telling you, it's like I know you, and so the send out cards, because she wasn't going to get up and talk about it, is a way to actually connect with people and stay focused on them and let them know how much you care. And in that you appreciate them or whatever. And so that is I'm sure she's going to say something about sending cards, but I thought I would just be a shameful plug here, as she is the host here. But yes, back to what I was going to say. Your net worth is connected to your network, and you need to work it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it
Awesome.
is, network.
Yes, work it.